From Amateur Radio Newsline Report number 2499, this is Ham Nation Headlines for Wednesday, September 24th, 2025. Our top story takes us to Equatorial Guinea, where the government has suspended ham radio licenses after what it called unauthorized operations of a de-expedition.
As de-expeditioners called off the 3C0W and 3C3W activations in Equatorial Guinea, the government suspended all amateur radio licenses in the country. Authorities made the announcement saying that a visiting ham radio operator gained access to sensitive areas in the country with radio equipment that was unauthorized. The government announcement did not identify the radio operators, but various DX sites online listed Eurus YL2GM and Eugene EA5EL as de-expeditioners operating from Annobon Island in the South Atlantic Ocean. Both call signs were seen on the spotting clusters, with 3C0W's last spot made on the 11th of September, accompanied by the comment that there was bad news reported on the dxworld.net. That report said the operation had gone forward, quote, without properly verifying the legality of the equipment or the compliance of the assigned frequencies with national regulations, unquote. This is John Williams, VK4JJW.
There's more to John's story. You can hear it all in the current Amateur Radio Newsline report. Organizers of next year's World Radio Sport Team Championship have announced the location of the event's headquarters in England.
The market town of St Neots in Cambridge has been chosen as the headquarters site for the World Radio Sport Team Championship next year. Organisers have identified the 3 hotels close to the event where activities will take place from the 8th to the 14th of July. There is also a renewed call for volunteers for various rules at either the headquarters site or one of the clusters. For additional details or to volunteer, visit the link at the text version of this week's newscast at arnewsline.org. This is Jeremy Bucci for NJH.
If you have some time and a desire to give back to our amateur radio hobby and service, ARDC wants you. Newsline anchor Neil Rapp, WB9VPG, tells us more.
Amateur Radio Digital Communications is looking for volunteers to serve on one of 4 committees. They include the Grants Advisory Committee, which helps identify potential grant-making opportunities, the Technical Advisory Committee, which provides input on policies and technologies for 44net, Amateur Radio's Internet IP address space, the Grants Evaluation Team, whose responsibilities include reporting on the results of funded grants, and the Conduct Review Committee, which oversees compliance with the Code of Conduct. The ARDC also needs 44net portal ticket handlers who help verify call signs and other information for 44net address space requests, and help on its grants communications team, whose members write summaries to share with the public about the results of the ARDC funded grants. Details about the application process, volunteer qualifications, and time commitments for any of these posts can be found on the ARDC's blog. A link to the relevant post appears in the text version of this week's newscast at arnewsline.org.
And that's all from the Amateur Radio Newsline, your independent source for amateur radio news since 1976 at arnewsline.org. With John Williams, VK4JJW, Jeremy Boot, G4NJH, Neil Rapp, WB9VPG, Karen Eve Murray, KD2GUT at the news desk in New York, and our news team across the globe. I'm Don Wilbanks, AE5DW. 7-3, we'll see you next time here on Ham Nation.